Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get high. Now of course I'm talking about the sniping location that I'm going to be showing you today on Miramar in Los Leones, the large city to the southern side of the map that has a ton of these buildings that are still under construction. The one we're going to be focusing on today is near the city center, and I believe it is the tallest one in the game currently that you can actually climb up. So I looted elsewhere. I'm bringing some pretty decent equipment here, and I'm going to go ahead and start the climb. And you have to be careful here because there's no railings, and if you fall off from near the top, you will get knocked out or die. So just make your way carefully up the steps, and I'll stop along the way to explain where there are certain ledges where you can safely jump off and loot some more equipment. Now, I do recommend getting at least a decent scope and a decent weapon like a Kar 98 or a Mini 14 or a SKS, something like that before you go up here, because those weapons generally don't spawn up here, and you're going to want to use one of those to take advantage of this position. So this is the first ledge. This is about halfway up, and you can see that it's already looking over the city. You already have a great vantage point to shoot off of. And if you take a running jump from here towards where I'm pointing right now, you can get onto that other ledge where you can loot some pretty decent equipment. So if you need some like 7.62 or 5.56, maybe a med kit or a first aid kit, you can usually find that along that like ledge that I just showed you. So now we're going to continue our way up to the top though, because that's the coolest spot and it's one of the hardest spots for people to hit you from. So part of this is because it's difficult to aim and shoot up in the game. Sometimes it bugs and you can't shoot up, and other times it's just really inconvenient to kind of look towards the sky where it's super bright and try to point out, try to aim at somebody up here. So you can see that up here we are quite honestly like a bird's eye view of Los Leones, the entire city. And if you have an 8x scope like I do here, even a 4x or even a 2x, as you'll see later in this video, you can generally get some pretty decent hits on people. So we have an 8x with a Kar 98, just going for the body shot. This is of course a bot, but that's okay because bots are still interesting and they're still fun to knock out. It's still showcasing this location. So you can see that you get a 360 of the entire city, and depending on where you stand on this ledge, that makes it easier to pretty much shoot in any direction you want. Now you do have to be careful about people coming up here and killing you that way, just sneaking up the stairs real slow. But other than that, you're pretty much invulnerable up here because all you have to do to get out of the line of fire, no one can throw a grenade this high, so all you have to do to get out of the line of fire is to go prone or to crouch near the middle of the platform, and you can heal up without any fear of getting shot. Now, we're going to just take a look around here. I think it's going to be a little boring for a couple minutes until some more action. I think I will just go ahead and finish off that bot for now. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the headshot, but unfortunately hit him in the back. And we'll just take a look around what else you can see. So I think we'll do that until we find another person or two, and then I'll cut to a clip of a different game where I only had a 2x, unfortunately, on a Kar 98. Oh, there's a vehicle. So unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to engage him in time though. So because he looks like he's driving pretty fast and pretty far, that way. So might be able to go ahead and take a couple shots with the M16, but unfortunately he disappears. He reappears briefly there. He was blocked by the foliage and he's pretty much gone. So, oh well, there was a real person, and like I said in the clips that we're going to be looking at in just a minute or two from now, that you'll see another game where I also use this position to actually return fire. People were shooting up at me. You could see that they weren't doing much damage because it's very, very difficult to hit somebody in a good spot like a head, especially if they're shooting up this high, because like I said, it's not comfortable to aim this high in the game. And it just makes it really, really difficult to return fire from here. So people who are up here and shooting down generally have a very, very easy time of killing anybody in the city. Now, many times the circle doesn't close over here, and when that's the case, well, this place isn't super useful. But in games like this one, where it does close over Los Leones, or at least near it, you have an excellent opportunity to kill some real people. So you can see here's a guy, I was playing solo versus duos. You can see here's a guy crossing the road. I get a body shot in on him, and he's getting shot from somewhere else too. Unfortunately, I missed that shot, but he's getting shot elsewhere too. So Gonna see if I can hit him again. He just went prone and he got knocked out by that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and try to finish him off, but unfortunately the air guy gets him first. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to headshot the other guy, but I miss, get the body shot instead. And I know that he's behind that concrete barrier there, but I can't really do much. And there's his teammate actually running across the road. That's probably his teammate, or that might be the teammate of the air guy. No, that's the teammate of the other guy who got knocked out, I think. So he doesn't know where I am at all, and I'm able to get an easy kill with just 2 body shots from up here. Now this guy's a little bit smarter. I take a shot, unfortunately miss, and he is hiding behind the that blue thing. So I think I can still, just a little too late there. I was gonna say I think I could still hit him while he was there, but unfortunately I miss again. So I duck behind the concrete, but I don't really have anything to worry about. I think he's just looking for where I am, and he does realize that I'm up here. You can see he's moving around. He hits me once, but I get a headshot on him, which knocks him out. So just one of those situations where he had the right idea. He knew where I was. He took a shot, but either he didn't have a decent weapon, or he didn't have a good scope, or just missed the shot, and that's why I took very little damage there. It probably hit like my arm or something, or my hand. So you can see here he is. He was revived by his teammate. One of those is the teammate. One of those is the first guy. He's lining up another shot for me, but unfortunately he does the same thing. He just stands there and again gets headshot. So now I'm shooting his teammate, who I think this is his teammate, the guy who revived him. He was trying to get behind that concrete, but he didn't realize that I still had a clean line of sight on him and was able to take him out. So just a cool location, like I said, for sniping. It's a very fun one if you can get up here with the proper equipment. This is only a Kar 98 and a 2x, and I was still having quite a bit of success. So don't feel like you need to wait until you find a 4 or an 8x to get up here, because you'll be missing out on an opportunity, and you don't generally even need it. So if you have a 2x, you might want to snipe from the lower position that I showed you earlier. But even here, you could definitely take care of business here too. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, because it really does help out the channel, and I certainly appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, definitely consider doing that now too, because I'll be putting out a ton more PUBG mobile content in the coming weeks, including gameplay, tips and tricks, loot location videos, and a whole lot more. So my name's Derek G, and I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in my Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.